Imagine going into a bank or government agency without having to walk with all of your documents. That's the idea behind what's known as the electronic Know Your Customer system, which is currently engaging the attention of the Ministry of Finance and the newly established National Payment and Innovation Company. Sunil Lalla has more in this week's Business Insight.
Brought to you by Flow. We keep your rhythm flowing at discoverflow.co.
The recent unveiling of the National Payment and Innovation Company of Trinidad and Tobago is intended to change the way we conduct business with financial institutions. With that, another major headline was the announcement of a nationwide E-KYC, or Electronic Know Your Customer system, a digital identity gateway that promises to make accessing government services faster, safer, and more efficient. Minister of Planning, Economic Affairs and Development and Minister in the Ministry of Finance, Dr. Kennedy Swarat-Singh, said the E-KYC rollout is the next major milestone in the government's digital agenda.
We have already started the conversation with interested partners such as Unitrust Corporation, who would have done a significant amount of work in that regard already. This company will therefore be one of the first companies of its nature to be able to not just deliver, but also to become a center of activity for the financial services sector in Trinidad and Tobago.
Used traditionally by financial institutions, E-KYC is the mandatory process of identifying and verifying the client's identity in electronic form when opening an account, where banks must ensure over time of their clients' identities.
So, for example, when you go into a bank, very often to get a banking account, you have to provide certain information, your name, address, proof of address, and so on and so on and so on. And sometimes in that same bank, to do a separate transaction, you have to go through the same thing all over again.
Minister Swarat-Singh also gave a simple example to show how the system will work in practice.
Let's say John Allridge is identified as John Allridge, where in any transaction he goes to do, he don't need to fill out that data. It's electronically available. Exactly. And that, again, would reduce. So part of why all of this is important as well is that we have to also look at the ease of doing business.
The minister said the system's application is not new to the region.
Many of you may know that the Jamaica Central Bank is taking a different approach. The Jamaica Central Bank are the ones who are driving the KYC process. We are going to drive the electronic KYCs through this innovation center.
He also emphasized that privacy and data protection will be central to the rollout.
Because you're dealing with privacy issues, people's data and so on. So we have to make sure that we have the right legislative framework. So we're now looking to see if all of those, anything that is required in that regard. There's also an important thing that we have to look at, which is a data commissioner.
Minister Swarat-Singh said this is all in an aim to improve the ease of doing business.
All of this will help with the efficiencies of collecting government payments in a disaggregated form, but also with the ease of people doing business, engaging with business, and so on. Those are quite important things in the scale of what we're trying to do to create a better way of not just doing business, but a better way of engaging with business as well.
He said while legal matters have to be raised, Minister Swarat-Singh assured that citizens' data will be secured. I am Sunil Lalla with your TTT News Business Insight.
Brought to you by Flow. We keep your rhythm flowing at discoverflow.co.
Cricket is Caribbean passion, pure energy and pride. That's why Flow is proud to be the official telecommunications partner of the Trinbago Knight Riders for CPL 2025. Win tickets to TKR home matches or an all-inclusive finals home line when you sign up for the Everything You Need plan. Plus, enjoy 25% off for 6 months. One identity, one beat, one rhythm. Visit discoverflow.co to learn more. Promotion approved by the NLCB.